All right. What's up? Continue trying this out. What I didn't turn off. I still had the music off, so I had to, got rid of that and restart it. But yeah, I'm gonna try this out. I played. Wait, what? How do I turn off the music? Commentaries at the eye of public address. Sound effects, crowd. Yeah. Alright. Hey, now I usually only play like I don't play these online. I either like play, like one of my friends or like most of the time I play by myself. I play like a franchise type um, deal. Is that my team? Rewards. I think it's this one. Well, I'm gonna try a game out first. See how if this is different. I mean, it feels slightly different already than 2023 is the last one I played. Against the Celtics. What's my roster? Oh, they got. So we're gonna put. Oh yeah. Any new? Oh, I haven't seen that one. Same ones. Let's go.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Kristaps Porzingis.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt, To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Roaming the paint. And for Orlando. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And the wings, Suggs and Isaac. And it's Wagner in at the point. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket can come from... absolutely any guy on the floor.
Now Isaac, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Isaac against Brown. Isaac kicks to Wagner. Back to Isaac. Shot clock at 5. Taken away by Holiday.
That shot meter is ugly as hell.
Brown with the bounce pass. Here's White. And he makes good on the layup.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
Will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now, here's Wagner. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And here's Porzingis. After Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Banchero screen on White. There's the lob to Banchero. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
White against Wagner. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. So that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Wagner following Jaylen Brown's three. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, size and skill.
Wait, user makes all, yeah. Wow, this all starts on auto. Generally, you like to see full play diagrams or simplified. What? Determine which play call message. What? To help. To help direct me to what? series order. What the hell is that? I don't know how to do that by myself, so I'll leave that alone.
Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Wagner against White. Now, here's Wagner. Defense right on him. White with the double team. Suggs passes to Wagner. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The Magic trail by 4. Over in the corner, Isaac. Wagner outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at the Celtics. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, Orlando. They're down in 7th place.
And when I look at Orlando, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing if you can get a...
Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his time.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is to that.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Now, Wagner, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Now, here's Wagner. He's tightly guarded, and he banks in the layup.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
How do you steal? Cut off step while holding up to a defensive step tap. What is that? The right stick? Wait, so that's not to... How do you put your hands up? And this is tapping. Wait, what? It's pushing it left. Wait. That's the left.
Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Pritchard. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
faults any. Yeah, I don't really keep up with the roster like that. What's this guy? Point guard. Carter. What's this guy? Small forward. Guess they don't have. Let's leave them in.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:06 left to play here in the first.
Okay, so how do I intercept the pass? Wait, what? Move and hold the right stick up. Double tap. It says, wait, move right stick down left. Wow, that seems confusing. I'm not gonna do those anyway. Wait, I was trying to find out how to intercept.
Here's Pritchard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Brown against Wagner. Carter with the screen. And it's Wagner missing. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Horford. Brown with it. The shot, no good. Isaac with some nice deep.
not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And then Carter with the dunk.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Wagner. The kick out to Brown. Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, up 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go away.
And they beating me at home.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And the wings, Suggs and Isaac. And it's Black in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Shot clock at 6. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3.
The scoring
Right wings.
super weird compared to the last one I played.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Fires for 3. Banchero grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Banchero with the screen. Black in the post. And that one drops for him. Black's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Black kicks to Isaac.
I see doing all this spinning around.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. A 3-ball. A 3 from Tatum.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Carter with a screen on Tatum. Down low. And then Carter with the dunk.
They could see in the movement there the athleticism window Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Tatum against Suggs. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Banchero against Craig. Banchero inside. He has 5. And finished off by Banchero.
They look smaller on this
Big
game.
time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Tatum no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Suggs. Back to Isaac. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston.
Power forward. Layup guru. So I'm gonna shit, I don't know. I'll put Patagic and this guy. Point guard, shooting guard. Yeah, a lot of point guards. Oh,
Their last encounter was in Boston.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zinkus, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Drew Holiday in for Torrey Craig.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Tries it from 9. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Speed boost.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Caldwell Pope on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Wagner against Tatum. And it's Wagner missing. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Yeah, we'll look at the controls one more time. I did that. You must gotta be like further out. Isn't that the old what? Controllers. Any direction.
Pass to Pritchard. And eventually every player GA has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Pass to Wagner. Holiday brings the double team. And that one's good. Wagner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
That's just Wagner imposing his will right there. What a strong attack.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Look at the space he had
like,
on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Here's Black. 8 points his last outing. Nails the baby hook. Black's got 4 this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got the game tied up here for Boston.
Just incredible focus from the veteran guard. Drew Holiday, no stranger to scoring against a big-time contest.
That's gonna be wrong.
Here's De Silva. He has yet to score. The layup off target. Outside Tatum. Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Checking out the Celtics. Last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Unskippable.
Interesting.
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
They keep feeding him, and he's...
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get
I guess keep running.
into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
On the court right now for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Cans it from downtown. Tatum's got 17.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Wagner, a screen on White. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shoots over White. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
What a great score. Franz Wagner gets it off quickly. So little time to react.
Holiday attacking. Pass to White. Now Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Goes back up, and it's Porzingis laying it in. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
No, I gotta be going a lot wrong.
Banchero, a screen on White. Inside, Banchero passes to Wagner. Tatum against Banchero. And Boston with the rebound. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
The Magic trail by 4. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 8.
I want to just shake him against it.
Pass to De Silva. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And it's Brown missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those.
All right, well, hold on. That's what I forgot. Shooting, dribbling. Right, he was going super slow. I did that. Right, then quickly read it. So tap.
He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Wagner against White. And Caro outside. Here's De Silva. No scoring in this one. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Wagner outside. Wagner, a screen on Tatum. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Yeah, he's got super fast.
Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Ben Carroll, a screen on White to the inside. And finished off by Ben Carroll.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
Celtics substitution. Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Brown outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
4 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Holiday against Wagner. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. The Celtics have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Al Horford subbed in for Tatum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Horford. Averaging 9 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Here's Caldwell Pope, and such a nice move to make the basket work.
And part of an overall effort for Reecedevious going for higher percentage shots. At that time, working inside.
Here's Brown, and that one goes long.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Banchero against Horford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear
3?
almost instantly.
Hey, actually, I guess I should sub, right? Carter. Oh, actually, I'll put you. Oh, actually.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes the first. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Boston with the rebound. Hauser's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Horford. Here's Pritchard to the middle. Here's Cornette. Over to the wings.
Somebody get that ball.
Second chance shot. Pritchard gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 5.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. The post pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. Jalen Suggs is out there with Black. And it's Houston in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Black in the post. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Cornette. Tatum with it. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Houston. And stolen by Horford. Tatum, that's for 2. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
In his vicinity, I promise you, Carter Jr. is going to catch the basketball.
Outside Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense is...
Well, actually...
gone through him.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Jalen Suggs. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, get inside and score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Bounce pass from Tatum. Pritchard gets the bucket. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
Boy, you can see Tatum continues to grow his game with a play like that. That is nicely done.
There's the pick. Holiday against Wagner. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Boston leading by 10. Over to the left wing. Outside Tatum. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 10 points in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. Jaylen Brown comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's wide in for Pritchard. And Holiday kicks to Brown. Pass to Tatum. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Oh, what was that? You got to time it down? Damn, I didn't know that.
To the paint. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The Magic again can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself.
He's
just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
There's a 2 or 3.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 to shoot. Brown, no good. The Magic trail by 15. Wagner, right side.
Yeah, I was
Pass to
holding.
Bitadze.
I was trying to shoot it for how long? He was just standing there.
There's a screen to stop the run. The Magic again can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Puts up a deep 3. That doesn't go either for Wagner. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year. But they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight. He needs...
Well, we tried. It's pretty good. Different presentations, slightly different presentations, basically the same game. But I don't know if I obviously don't know what I should be doing on offense, but I can't get around anybody on this. It feels strange, and it feels like when I'm shooting, they're doing whatever they want and not what I'm pushing. But I don't know all the controllers, but yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't know. I'll probably start like where is the lounge? I don't know. What is up there? Guys. There's other guys. You can't shoot this game? That's fast as fuck. Controller is this I should prefer animation cue to release the button during a jump shot. rotation of the stick for the approach. Or should I do? I forgot what I was shooting. Uh, team building, build your plan. This is not XP. Oh yeah, I don't even do that. I would do. What would it? Jump to a simple season or grab to fully custom multi-year experience. I think it was GM game. Pick a unique backstory, brand, please find NBA live streaming monitor. Making the playoffs. It would probably, I think it was this thing. I don't even know who's on the rosters or who's on what team. What Klein? What team is Fultz on? I don't know none of these guys except Isaac and the Vaughners, Carter, Sub, Eddie. Wait, they got Wembanyama? Oh man, 94. Crazy. Oh, and they got Fox. Oh, that's a crazy team. Oh, they still got Wesley. Ingram is on the Raptors. Tick. Wait, today. Where's fucking Simmons? Simmons, what team is he on? Oh yeah, Luka's on the fucking Lakers. Filipowski. That guy's 21. Looks hella. They gave him an old picture. I mean, they made his face look way older. else? Oh yeah. Um, what team is Bol Bol on? 7'4"? Is that guy that big? Damn. Yeah. Haven. I don't even know who the rookies are, other than Wemby is not even a rookie at this point. I don't know half these guys. Yeah, yeah. I'll probably start a franchise, but I'm gonna see a GM franchise. See, I want to see what team I want to pick. 'Cause I always pick the Magic, but they have like 3 jerseys basically. But yeah, that's it for me trying checking this out. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you. And yeah, that's it for me.